Hey guys, pt5 here, as usual. Now, this will probably be the last video of this series, if not one of the last. It might be a bit, but anyway. So, I'm going to talk about this like last week, but I just did not have the fucking time. I just did not. I had like maybe an hour to make videos like last week. It was just ridiculous. But anyway. So, yeah, where do I start? Well, let's start, I guess, with playing games. I always think it's funny how people talk about survival nowadays. And sometimes I do think it is a case where people are surviving. They're going through a survival situation. But there are plenty of times when I don't think that they really are. And they just talk about survival, you know, to kind of feel better about themselves, I guess, or something. I don't know. Or I guess to just better fit their ego, like they're surviving and they're doing so well or something. I mean, they talk about survival like it's just a fucking game. And sometimes I think that the reason why they talk about survival almost like it's a game, like they do sometimes, is because people don't really go through survival situations the same that they used to. You see, long time ago, when human beings were kind of still getting things sorted out, obviously, and before we had things like technology and proper tools and proper food, etc., we were kind of living a harsh life. Not to say that everybody, even at the time, was actually doing so badly, actually. However, things weren't really perfect, of course. People didn't live very long lives back in the day. And we had to constantly provide in order just to survive and just to make it and work with each other and work and try to find food, etc. Whereas nowadays, not that things are really perfect nowadays either, but things, I would say, in lots of ways are a lot simpler. It's a lot simpler to get food. It's a lot simpler to do this. It's a lot simpler to do that. We have basically taken the survival out of our situation. And yet we still talk about survival all the damn time, it seems. And so many of these people think of life like it's a game, and they take advantage of the opportunities that we have nowadays, all of its opportunities and spoils nowadays. They always try to take advantage of, you know. And I always think it's funny how, some people think that not failing, means that you're a winner, when the only people that truly succeed are the ones that fail at things in the first place. And you see, in America, people tend to fail before they ever succeed in this country. They seriously do. That's how this country works. You fail at something, you pick yourself back up, and you try again until you get it, as many times as you need to. And it doesn't matter how much you know, it's who you know sometimes, which I have noticed sometimes. And I always think it's funny how some people don't think that they're religious, yet they're so keen on certain things in life. Just like anti-racism has become basically a religion in itself. People are religiously anti-racist sometimes in this country, for instance. But of course it is for a reason, you know. But of course racism is a whole different topic on its own. And I'm not going to be talking so much about that right now. But again, I always just think it's so funny how people just treat their lives like it's just a fucking game. Like they could just, toss everything out like it's candy. and just take advantage of everything. Now they could think they could just put some people over another in such a disrespectful way. If we were seriously in a survival situation, the first things that we would worry about would be food and water, probably. I mean, just think if we went back in time, we turned our clock all the way back on advancement, and there was only 2,000 of us left. What would we do? Well, what we would do is that we would, one, start working with each other, or at least try, unlike we are sometimes, I've noticed. And two, we would basically start becoming like a family again. Some people in Iowa still kind of work together like a family here in Iowa because of that reason. Because there's plenty of small towns around here still where they basically are like a family. And that's just how a lot of people in Iowa work. But again, this notion that life is just a game, I swear. We all have our privileges, don't we? Where we could all just, or at least some, just treat life like it's a game and just try to take advantage of everything. I swear. But the thing is, life isn't really a game. But I sure as hell wish it was. That being said, I guess I'll stop the video here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.